and I'm back with another little mukbang tonight. It's the day after Valentine's Day, and I really want to hear what everybody had to do last night, Valentine's night, and where everybody went. So I want to hear some of the exciting events that happened in your life. So today we just have a little buffalo wings, tossed salad, some fresh grapefruit, avocado, some lemons, and we have some mussels and shrimp. We have some butter sauce with garlic, and we do have a little pink Moscato for Mama over here. I'm going to take a little sip of that. You know what, guys? I did a few videos a couple of weeks ago, and someone had noticed that I wasn't wearing my rings. Well, that's because my hands had swollen a little bit. Sometimes when my blood pressure is up, my hands will swell a little bit, depending on what I'm doing. But they're right here. Here are my rings. So I don't go far without them. But when you wear rings and you don't wear them just one or two times, people notice that. So let's jump right into this, you guys, and I'll just start out with doing my shout-outs. I'm going to give a shout-out tonight to a couple of people, some new people, some channels that I've been watching. It's Julie Funny with Funny Mike. Oh, my God, these guys are hilarious. Check out their page. K-Street Connections, she's been around for quite a while. I love her. Honey Eats, and I do support Honey Eats page because she supports pancreatic cancer. And so we've got a couple of people in my family who have been cancer survivors. My sister, my oldest sister, and I can't remember which brother he is, because I have 8 brothers. So down the line, one of my oldest brothers, he survived cancer in the stomach. So that's Honey Eats. Support her page. Eat with Kim. Eating Pretty, and Eating Pretty, actually, you guys, if you all, I know you all know Black Denim. Eating Pretty is his sister, so she's got a really good page. Miss Glow Love, let's see, Becky Eats. I love Becky Eats. And Ayo Trav, I watch Ayo's Trav mukbangs as well. So those are some of my shout-outs I want to give out tonight. We got that out the way. We'll do it again later on in the show. So I'm just going to start eating. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some shrimps on here, you guys, because I want to eat a few shrimps. These already have been cleaned and deveined. And I do have the butter sauce in the back over here. You all can't see it. Let me just lift it up. I don't want to burn myself. So I have the garlic and butter sauce right here. So I'm going to put a few shrimps on here. Let them do their thing for a minute. And actually, you guys, I want a few mussels. So it's something, I knew I was missing something. Pong. Okay, so I'm going to get a few of these mussels. They've been cleaned as well. These aren't the large ones, but I do love these. These are so good and tender. Oops, I think I dropped one. I got some extra company today. Oh, I dropped another one. I got some company in the background, guys. You all might hear something sizzling in the back. And I think she's cooking some salmon and avocado toast because we like doing it healthy. And I do believe she's cooking a sausage as well. Are you cooking sausage? Mm-hmm. Are you going to come and say hi on my page? That's my baby girl. My baby girl who's married to the soldier. So she flew in yesterday. So I'm thinking she's pretty much jet lagged. But she's not too jet lagged to get that avocado toast and salmon. So yeah, we were waiting for her sister last night. Her sister was just so tired, and she's like, "Oh, Mama, I would come over and see y'all, but I'm just getting off, and I'm so tired. It's so late." And I was like, "Yeah, right. She just want to spend time with her man." But didn't we all? Didn't we all? Let me stop. Let me stop. Yes, indeedy. Didn't we all? Mm-mm. Well, my baby's husband will be home shortly. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before he gets home. So my son-in-law is coming from overseas. Can't say where he's coming from, but he'll be home shortly. Days, weeks, what? Weeks? Yeah, so where y'all headed to afterwards? Italy. Y'all gonna stay home for a couple of months on the base, right? Then y'all supposed to be going to Italy. I just want you to be safe over there. You know, they're doing all kind of stuff everywhere. What make you think they ain't doing it in Italy? Yeah. Mm. Ooh, that is so good. Oh my God. Mm. In case you guys can't see what I'm doing, I'm on my Can you all see that? I'm on my hot plate. When it gets really hot, you can burn yourself. So, like a hibachi hot plate where you can sit and put your raw food and cook it right on in front of you. So that's pretty cool. My next step, I do want to try the Tide Pot. I see Tay and Lou doing it. I see Tosh and Steph doing it. I don't know if I can get into all of the flavors of the raw meat, but that lamb that Lou eats, it's pretty tasty. So yeah, I want to try that. So you guys, look, you're gonna hear about a moment of silence while I take a couple of quick bites. You know what they say in the Muk-Bang community? Less talking, more eating. Mm. Mm. So you guys, I want to tell you all about a little story. I love buffalo wings. And I think I make them the best. Many years ago, I used to work at Bojangles on Chamberlain in Richmond, Virginia. And boy, I work with some characters. Let's just tell you that. I'm not going to talk about any of my employees too much. But there was this one employee. Y'all, when my manager hired him, and I loved my manager. I loved her. What's up to Betty Richardson? Hopefully she's watching. Hopefully she's doing okay. I know she suffered a major loss years ago when I worked with her. I won't talk about it. Hopefully one day she'll come on my channel and she'll talk to you guys about it. I just know I can tell you I was on my day off and I was with my first two children's father and we were eating over at Captain D's. And I had on my street clothes. We both had on our leather coats, our Timberlands. We were looking good. Somebody came out of Bojangles and said, "Hey, we need you on front line." I was like, "What? My day off." hospital crying. I just remember her saying, Sue the Q's on front line by herself, come on. You gotta get to work for me. So I just went on, clocked on in. I didn't ask any questions. I clocked in. Somebody took my leather coat to the back and hung it up. And I was working in my street clothes right on the front register. That's how much they love me. I mean, when they needed me on my days off, before I had my kids and everything, and even when I had my kids, they could always depend on me. But for this day, it was an emergency. And one day she'll get on my page. Hopefully I can reach out to her and ask her to tell you guys about what happened. Next thing that happened at that job, she hired this guy. And I'm not talking about something from the television. She hired this guy. I won't say his name, but the first night he was there, he seemed really creepy. I pick up on creeps really fast. Not saying they're attracted to me or I draw them in, but I pick up on it. I have a sixth sense for a creep. I know when I'm looking at a creep. Keep your on that side of the room. So he would come to work and he would always bend over the counter and say, I'm trying to get a 6-pack of beer and 5 trick. Now mind y'all, I'm like 16, 17, 18 years old. We got young ladies working with me, 18, 19. We had young ladies in their 20s. I think I was about 17. Yeah, 17. And you can't be talking like that around us. At least we weren't going to have it. I wasn't going to have it. Now, mind you, this is years after I was 17. A couple of years after. So I think I was about 21. But we had a combination of different age group ladies working there. And so anyway, we had this big buff guy, Calvin Medley, that used to work with us. Calvin's like, man, you're not going to sit back here and talk stuff like that around these young girls because they got mothers and fathers, and you're just not going to do that. And I was like, yeah, he's crazy. So, one day I came to work, and they told me he had jacked the manager up in the back and told her what he'd do to her and make it pop through the top of her head. I'm like, okay, fire him. Fire him. Fire him. Fire him. He continued to work there. Well, where I'm from, a string of murders has started happening. Young ladies getting killed. And one of the first ones, I need to trash that. One of the first murders I remember was a young girl getting killed under the bleachers of the high school that I went to where I used to run track. That was the first murder. Thank you. That was one of the first murders that I had heard of after he got employed by the company, Bojangles. And next thing you know, a couple of more women started getting killed and stuff like that. So next thing you know, I think the last murder I remember them talking about with that serial killer was an older lady behind Maggie Walker School. When I was a little girl, I used to run track for the West End Striders. I started running for the West End Striders and Coach Bracy and them back when I was about 8 or 9 years old. West End Striders behind Maggie Walker. We used to run on that old dirt track back there behind the school. And that was one of the biggest Richmond City track teams I remember. that we weren't affiliated with schools. We were affiliated with after schools. With Coach Bracy, everybody knew Coach Bracy. And Powell, Coach Bracy and Coach Powell. And they said an elder lady had gotten killed behind that school. Now, mind y'all, this is in the early 90s. So, it's just saying, there's something going on. But them young people keep getting killed, the women keep getting killed behind the schools and stuff like that. Y'all, I think I hear my veteran coming in. Y'all might hear. I think this is my veteran son coming in. This is my vet. My vet's coming in. Are you gonna come in and say hello on my channel? So she fixed me salmon toast and some sausages to go on. Are you going to say hello on my channel? Can you poke your head over here? They can't see you. Let me put my sausages right here. And my salmon. Wait, you got to say hello. Hello. You said hello. It snuck by. You know, that's how the military people do. You don't see them. You hear them, but you don't see them. Thank you, sweetie. Here you go. Can you put this back? And pop the nails. So back to the story, you guys. Real story, true story. In the Cap City. I don't claim no hood. People out here crazy. So, mind y'all, every day this guy come to work. He didn't bother me. I'm going to just tell you that. First night he worked there, I called my children's father. I said, Geronimo, get up here. Just so happened he happened to be off that day. He was like, what is it? I said, I just don't feel comfortable with this new guy that the manager hired. She can't discriminate. She hired him. And that's just who my manager was. She didn't discriminate. She figured if you needed a job and you needed to work, she didn't care how old or how young you were. Be careful. Be careful, please. She didn't care what ethnic background you came from, what culture. If you wanted to work, she had a job for you. She's a good-hearted woman. And she ain't never took nothing from nobody in her life. And Big Joe Williams said, train them better and hire them up. Bo University. That's what they used to call Bojangles back in the day, because they used to train us to do a lot of stuff. They used to train us to talk to people on their microphones. They used to train us for suggestive selling, stuff that they don't do now. Everybody now is like, well, what do you want? Back in the day, we could say, hi, welcome to Bojangles. May I take your order? After they give their order, we'd say, would you like one of those pineapple pies today? Would you like to try a small cup of coffee? We would try to sell something, you know, because we never know when a mystery shopper was going to come through. So, you try to make your company look good. Well, that night that I'm calling my children's father, Geronimo, because he's Indian, Cherokee Indian. He didn't play. My family knew he didn't play. It was like, Lord have mercy. Where do you meet him? I said, I didn't meet him. He met me. But he came up, ooh, they taste really good. Sweet pea. It's not, I know, it's thank you. So, my children, my first two children's father, and I didn't have any kids at this time. My first two children's father, him and I were dating. And, oh, this is good. This is salmon toast. It is good. Oh my God, it is good. I'm not even gonna lie, it is good. So, that night, two children's father. And I hadn't even had children at that time. My first two children's father sat out in the dining room. I don't know if he was rocking and rolling or not, but I know he ain't play. And he said, point him out, show him to me. I said, I ain't no crazy as you are. I'm not showing you nothing. I said, just know he in here, and I need you to sit in here with me and the rest of the ladies in case this fool I wanna act like he a fool for real. Okay, so night went by, it was good. Everybody clocked out and went home. I think another woman got killed that night. Anyway, I was working with this young girl named Malika. I know her last name, but I don't want to say it. Begin with an M. And she was like, I'm so creeped out about him. Everybody was creeped out, but I was creeped out the most because I used to work long hours, sun up and sun down. I would go home and I'd lay down for about a couple of hours. My man would say, hey, Darlene didn't show up, but Darlene called off. Can you come in? I would just get with my mama and say, Mom, I got to get back to work. She said, you work all day, 10 hours a day, and then you going back to work. I said, Mama, I got to get it. She said, all right. She said, you tell him to come pick you up, too. I said, no, I'm just go ahead on and tell Geronimo come pick me up. I get back to work all night. Spicy chicken. They don't tell me this creep is working on night shift with me. Oh my God. So the other manager there, she said, well, he the only one here with us. I said, oh no. Calvin Medley lived 2 doors over from the restaurant. I will go over there and knock on the door and tell Calvin that we need him over here for security. I mean, Calvin was big and buff. Calvin was like, ooh, God. I was young. I didn't look at old men back then. Calvin was in his 30s, and he just was really a nicely built guy. And he just didn't come in and he didn't throw his masculinity and his good looks around with all the women. He genuinely came in to work. He would come in, throw his apron on, turn his hat around backwards, and he just get to making the biscuits and stuff like that, and dropping chicken. We wouldn't hear from Calvin all day long. But when it came to some junk, oh no, he had our back. So I remember around 98, before they closed that restaurant up, that particular Bojangles, I had just had my second child, my son, my soldier, my vet that just walked past. I had him in 97. And me and Geronimo, we turned the television on and said, that they had found the man and had been killing all the women behind those schools and stuff. Y'all, it was the biscuit maker that worked with me. That crazy was going around killing women. I knew something wasn't right when he started working with me. I knew something wasn't right. It was him, y'all. It was him. I ain't gonna say his name, but I say the initials. LD. That's exactly what he was, LD. But my biscuit maker, he used to drop chicken too. Calvin Mellon and LD, vice versa, had to switch up. Sometimes Calvin would make and drop chicken. Sometimes LD would make biscuits and drop chicken. I tell you, whenever that dude used to cook that food, I wouldn't eat nothing. They said, what you gonna eat today? After I'm going across the street to Subway, I ain't eat nothing out of here. I knew something was wrong with that. Trying to keep my channel clean. I want to get monetized, so I knew something was right, y'all. I knew something was right. Anytime you put your hands on a woman, they said he had jacked her up in the office, held her up against the wall, and told her he was gonna stick his stuff up in her and make it pop through the top of her head. That is a sociopath. That is a psycho. You don't just talk to people like that and say stuff like that, you know. I'm cleaning my palate with a little grapefruit, so whenever I eat something spicy, and then I move to the shrimp, which is I want to put the butter on them. But I've been eating the sausages and the salmon too, and also I want to get into my salad. This grapefruit helps clean your mouth. Grapefruit helps clean your mouth. But yeah, y'all talking about a true crime. True crime on the job. You just don't never know who you're working with. You never know who you're going to school with. It's best to always have yourself covered. I know I had baby dad on the speed dial. Baby dad, I knew baby dad didn't play. And there would be many nights he would be on his job and come from his job and come up there. And when I was pregnant, I carried both of the kids till I was 9 months, till my water broke. Because back then you had to work all the way till you was 9 months. Then you could be out for your 6 to 8 weeks. 6 weeks, whatever, 6 weeks. But I carried them till the water broke. And they would let my baby daddy when the doors was when Bojangles was closed, and no more customers was coming in. My baby daddy worked at the YMCA on Brook Road, and he used to strip the floors and do the floors and stuff. And he was the best at it. I want him to come over here and do my floors now, but he ain't in no shape to do no floors now. And but when they would lock the doors, I called my baby daddy. I said, hey, we up in this place by ourselves. Get up here now. He said, ain't y'all got the doors closed? I said, yeah, but it's just so spooky and eerie. You know, I was making it all dramatic. I was like, you know, this part of town is, you know, it ain't good. He said, what part of town ain't good? He said, it's the cap city. Pow, pow. I said, well, that's not funny. But they would see my baby daddy coming, and they would unlock the door. Susie Q, we used to call her Susie Q. And he would come in there, he would do them floors, because I couldn't be 9 months pregnant swinging them up. They didn't let us do that. But they let us do all the other stuff that, you know, we had to do. Close the teapots and wash the teapots, soak all of the nozzles and head pieces for the teapots, count all of the waste and throw the waste in the bag y'all know what I'm talking about, the crate. All of the waste had to be counted. Couldn't throw it away or couldn't give it away until it had been counted by the big manager and stuff like that. And these shrimp coming out good. And so, yeah, y'all, I didn't eat nothing when that guy would cook. Nothing. didn't know what he was sticking in, nothing. I know we used to work with a girl named Mark. She would always be talking stuff and saying things to him. I said, Martha, please, you don't mess with people that ain't too wrapped too tight. You don't pick with a nut job. She would always call him Weedy. I said, that's not his name. I said, he's gonna snap on you one day. She call everybody Weedy. What you doing, Weedy? I said, girl. I said, do you know if he slapped a good fire out you, all of us gonna have to jump on that food. I think it was another story like that in Richmond. I think the McDonald's was getting robbed. And all the employees beat the hell out the man. But chicken is really good, y'all. But you never know who you're dealing with in life. So let's take your time with people. And if you feel like that person the engine is running, but ain't nobody behind the wheel, leave that person alone. Okay? Some people in this world are not working with a full deck. I'm going to tell you, I'm going into the healthcare field and knowing what I know, I'm having to work with people. My daughter having to come home and tell me the stories that she's telling me. And some of the stuff my sister told me. She has her own company. She works in the healthcare field. Stories. I'm like, Lord have mercy, I don't want to hear no more. So, just if you can, and you work with these people, always know where the exit is. So, that's all I got to say. Know where the exit is. Stay quiet. Hide and stay quiet. Know where the exits are, and if you can't get to the exit, hide and stay quiet. Then the last resort, fight back if you have to. One more piece of good advice is never pick with a nut job. Never pick with people that have mental disabilities. Sometimes they got to force to move 10 mountains, and they don't even know their strength because they're off their medication. So don't bother with them. How did Jamaicans say? Let a sleeping lion sleep. This family is so good, you guys. My baby girl cooks just like me. She cooks excellent. My big girl cooks pretty good. She just recently started cooking because she's in a relationship now. And so My girls are picking up weight. My boys are still slim. I got one. My oldest son, he's slim, but he's got that muscular tone. You don't really think that he's muscular because he's tall, but when he puts his shorts on and stuff, you see his muscular tone. And he's always been muscular, even before he went to the military. My baby boy, he's wide. He's got broad shoulders, heavy voice, and sometimes when he talks, I have to. Well, when he was home, I used to have to look around and like, what man that got up in this house? And it's just him walking through the house. You know, he has a very deep voice. Mm. Mm. So, you guys, I want to ask a question on your jobs and place of businesses and things like that. How well do you know office etiquette or workplace etiquette? How well do you know it? Shrimps came out pretty good. These are smaller shrimps, and I'm just dipping. Oh, by the way, before I get into work etiquette and office etiquette and workplace etiquette, my daughter's boyfriend told me to put in a shameless plug. So I'm going to go ahead, okay, and do this shameless plug, which is go ahead and open your account at the, what is this? Federal Credit Union Connect. You guys see that? This is a shameless plug. I mean, we've got to make your plug so big that everybody's taking up my whole screen. Now that's a shameless plug, but that's a good one though. Also, I'll do another plug. The T Spot. I met a lady today, Tiffany Robinson, and she's the owner of she's a herbal tea consultant, and she does the teas for cleansing the body. And so she is T Spot Herbal Healing Room. I think it's Herbal Healing Room 1 at yahoo.com. Let me read that again. It's T as in TE Spot Herbal Healing Room 1 at yahoo.com. And then she has the T Spot spelled the TE Spot SPOT LLC. And her number is 804-972-9879. Again, her number is 804-972-9879. She can be found on Instagram at the T Spot, which is THE T as in TE Spot SPOT _ Herbal Healing Room, and that's her Instagram connect for you guys. And so she does now this is a small plug. I gotta bring it close so you all can see it. That's a small plug. So I've done my shameless plug. Plugged in some information for you guys. But yes, I'm going to ask a question about when you're on the job, you never know what a person is coming from home with. Even though we know work etiquette is not to bring your work home to the family, and I'm talking about your frustrations from work home to your family, but it's also vice versa. Don't bring your family frustrations to your job. But then again, you know, you never know what a person's boiling point has come to by way of work. They could go home and take out the whole family, or they could come from home and they could take out everybody on the job. So be careful of how you speak to people and talk to people. You know, a little life lesson is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Let me go ahead and give out those shout-outs again. And I'm going to be finished up here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue eating, but I'm going to go ahead and do those shout-outs. Please, guys, go to Dooley Funny, his channel, and watch him and Funny Mike. Casey Connections, Honey Eats, as she supports pancreatic cancer. Eat with Kim. Eating Pretty, who is Black Denim's sister. Miss Glow Glow Love. Becky Eats. And Ayo Trav. Go to his channel and check it out, okay? I love you guys. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And put on your notifications so when I upload new videos, you'll get the latest content. I love you guys. This is Sweet C, and I'm out. I will see you soon.